What could be a huge win for Donald Trump? Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg telling a New York court that he's open to delaying the Stormy Daniels hush money trial for 30 days, which was scheduled to begin on March 25th, citing evidence previously possessed by federal prosecutors. Team Trump now sifting through a whopping 100,000 new documents. Remember, the feds are the ones who looked at the evidence and declined to prosecute Trump over the Stormy case. Judge, let's go to you first. What is this new evidence that everybody is being so attentive to now?
Well, first of all, remember, we are 2 weeks away from the start of the Manhattan trial against Donald Trump. 2 weeks before the trial, the DA himself, Alvin Bragg, says he wants an adjournment because of discovery. Now, in New York, the discovery laws are very clear. If the defense does not get information, normally within 15 days of arraignment, that case is dismissed, finished. In this case, there is such a massive discovery violation against former President Trump. This case has to be dismissed. And not only that, Alvin Bragg has dirty hands. You just read it yourself where you said that the feds looked at this case. Everybody knows the feds looked at this case. So as a result of that, we all know that the feds had records. So the feds just this week delivered 31,000 records yesterday, which should have been delivered within 15 days of arraignment. Next week, there's another batch that's going to be delivered. And after that, there's going to be even more. Now, Alvin Bragg, the man who has pushed for discovery to move it quickly to make sure the defendants get what they're entitled to, he subpoenaed records too. And when he subpoenaed the records, he only got a, quote, in his own papers, a subset of those records. He knew there were more records. He knew he didn't get everything that he asked for. He knew there was more, and he didn't follow through, and now he wants to blame President Trump. He is totally wrong. In response, the U.S. attorney refused to produce more records, which we disclosed to the defendant. No, you don't disclose it to the defendant. You get those records for the defendant because you are presumed as part of the government to have access to those records as well. And now he wants to say that the U.S. attorney's production is a result of the defendant's delay. No, it's a result of your delay, Alvin Bragg. The fact that you have no case, you took a misdemeanor that's already precluded by the statute of limitations. You bootstrapped a federal crime to it as though you're a federal prosecutor, and now you don't know the fundamentals of New York discovery. That should be dismissed immediately. I want to say one more thing. This is the same thing that's going on in Florida. You've got Jack Smith who wants to charge Donald Trump with obstruction. You can only be charged with obstruction if there is an underlying crime. Possession of a presidential record is not a crime. It belongs to the president. The president at any time can access those records. So obstruction only applies if there's a crime. There is no crime. This is all lawfare. Fani Willis is a half-wit along with her boyfriend. They don't know how to prepare a bill of particulars. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Let's get your reaction to this.